Hey ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I didn't talk to y'all in a while. So I know camera's a little high, and that's only because today I'm doing a wig review for RPGShow. Now, I did not take any before pictures of this unit. I wore it yesterday just to see how, you know, it was going to be and how it was and all that good stuff. And I got a lot of compliments on it. It's an ombre style, but it's not one of those vibrant ombre styles. It's a little bit more subdued. It's more toned for fall, which we all know is coming up. But yeah, the texture of the hair is a silky texture. I believe, I don't have the paper in front of me, but I believe it's brown lace. And I'll link everything in the information box below. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So like I said, I wore it yesterday and I've already cut the lace off of it. It has lace in the front, of course, lace in the back, which I forgot to cut. Clips, like always, clip, clip, clip. Adjustable straps in the back of the unit. And I don't know if you guys can pick up on that gradient, but it's kind of going into like a reddish brown color tone. It's actually coming up a lot lighter on camera than what it really is. But yeah, and when it came to me, it came in, it already had some curls in it. And I kind of played around with it yesterday and curls fell out. You know, I've tried a couple different textures from RPGShow, and I think this one is probably as closer to my hair texture. Trust me, I got some nappy hair, y'all. I ain't, you know, it's coarse, but my hair is fine. So when it's straightened, it straightens out really silky. I can get away with some yucky textures, but a lot of yucky textures are just a little too dense for my hair type. This silky base, or this silky texture, is really, really nice. So what I've been doing lately, and I put a picture on Instagram maybe a month or so ago with the other unit, saying that I just finally figured out how to properly apply it behind my hairline and make it look realistic. And it's nothing new. A lot of young ladies that's here on YouTube have done this. I'm not the originator. Please don't give me credit. I don't know who started doing it this way, but it wasn't me. What I did, which I need to go back through and do a little bit more, which I'll do next time on camera. This is my first time doing it, and I wanted to see how much of a difference it would make. But with my part, I went through and I tweezed it a little bit just so that it'll look a little bit more realistic. Because if you think about it, a lot of times when you get units or closures and you part it, sometimes those parts look so small that they look a little, you know, they look fake. Let's be honest. I've seen some, I've worn some, and you know, they look fake. So just go through and, you know, don't tweeze out all the hair, but I'm just tweezing out a few of them. And like I said, the next time that I do a review on another unit, then I'll go more in depth on that. But there is a young lady on here, and God knows I cannot remember her YouTube channel name, but I'm going to link it below and up in the video somewhere so you guys can check it out. And she has really, really good informative videos on how to apply all types of stuff. So I've been watching her for a while now, and I'll put her, like I said, I'll put all her info in the description box. So please go check her out. I hate when I can't remember people's names, but I'll link it somewhere so you guys can see it. So it's not 100% tweezed, but I'm a little pressed for time right now, so I ain't got time to be sitting here tweezing and plucking and talking. Okay? It is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on my unit. I'm going to adjust my straps. And when I adjust my straps, I try to get them as tight as possible. So I put them on both loops that's closer to each other. Put it on. and bam, it is completely crooked. So when I got this unit, the part was originally like over here somewhere. And if y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know I normally part my hair on the right side and I go from there. So I decided today when I put it on earlier that I wanted to do it a little bit deeper. And that's the beauty of a full lace wig, is that you can adjust it however you want it to go. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go get my other lens because I can't zoom in with this one. Well, I don't know how much closer I got, but oh well. Alright, so what I did, I have a little bit further here and pull it back behind my hairline. Of course, I don't have the comb that I want to use, so I'll just use this one. I'm going to pull out a little bit of my hair. And I try to really only pull out hair that's like by my part. I don't really try to do too much because it gets a little crazy for me. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just go through and tighten these combs so that I can pull this as tight as I can across the top of my head. Move my hair around to where my part is. That's how I've been doing it lately. And then just kind of maneuvering my hair in it. Then taking concealer. I got leftover concealer from when I put my makeup on, so I haven't cleaned my brush yet, so I just use what's left over. I don't like to put a bunch on there. So that's pretty much it. So once I go through and tweeze it out a little bit more, then I think it'll look, or tweeze it and then go through and color it, because this hair is lighter than my hair texture, or my hair color. But yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do today that I didn't do yesterday because I wanted to do it on camera was frame it a little bit around my face. So yesterday, what I did to kind of make my part stay on this side of my head, because like I said, it was in the middle of the unit, is I don't want to do it right now because I left my pressing comb on the stove too long, or in the stove too long, and it's like blazing hot, and if I try to press this, all this hair is falling out. Okay, but what I did is parted it how I wanted it to go, and then just pressed it on over, and it stayed over here, no problem. I didn't put any mousse or anything of that nature on it over here. I just pressed it. And I noticed with this hair versus the yaki texture that there tend to be more flyaways in the part areas. How I cure my flyaways, and this is, everybody don't do this. I'll get the flyaway, like I got a little piece right here, and I'll put my scissors where the flyaway is. I'll press all the way down so that I don't cut any of the hair, and just snip it. And then you don't have to worry about the spikes from the flyaway just sticking up, because you've been and got as close as you can to the root of the wig to cut it off. But you want to make sure that you're not cutting any of the other hair or any of the other knots, because that could go really wrong. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I don't want to put too much, I don't want to do too much to this hair. I kind of like it how it is, but I do want to curl it a little, just to give it a little bit of personality, I guess. So I'm taking my Gel Burrito Paris iron, and I got these from Sally's, and I think that these are 1 1/4 inch barrel. Now, another thing I noticed with silkier textures over yaki textures is that they crease a lot easier. So to prevent that curling iron crease, and this took me years to figure out from like a long time ago, is instead of going immediately in and clamping the hair as soon as you put it in, kind of rotate your hair around the barrel and then clamp it, and then just start to curl, and then you won't get that crease, because that crease can make or break your hair, and we've all had it. We have all had the crease. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all done had that curling iron crease. I think this is a really romantic wig. And when I say romantic, it's just, you know, the way that it's cut and shaped. And I know I shaped it a little bit more, but the way that it is and the way that the curls lay, it's really romantic. It's got those doll-faced Barbie curls once you comb it all together. Right now, y'all like, no it don't. But once it's all curled together, it's got that wave that he's been wearing a lot of lately. I'm just going through and putting big curls more toward the end of the hair. I don't really want too much volume in this one. I swear, the right side of my hair is always better than the left side. It just depresses me. Yes, loving this wig, loving it. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'll be messing with this all day. Another thing that I did before with my other RPGShow unit, I'm sorry, I hope I was in frame, but with my other RPGShow unit, and I think it's mainly because of the different textures in the hair, is with that one, I kind of froze it in place with some spritz. I don't really feel like doing that because I just straightened out the perimeter of my head, and this spritz gonna burn the out of my scalp, and I don't want that. So I just sprayed a little bit, get a blow dryer, and then just, or you can tie it down, sit under a dryer, however you want to do it. I'm not about to do all of that right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. Again, this is style number CLW, I believe. Let me make sure. CLW059-s, and it's like a gradient from like a brown to like a reddish brown, nothing too bright. I'm loving this. Y'all know how I felt about my previous, or another unit that I've worn from RPGShow that went from the darker to the red. That was, I think that's like my favorite unit from RPGShow. I get so many compliments every time I wear that, and I've washed it a million times, and the color is still in there. It's not as bright as it was when I first got it, but I can always go over it and put some color in it and be like, bam. So yes, I'm feeling this one. I'm really feeling this. So I'm gonna try to take a few pictures. I got some errands to run, but if I can't get them done, then I'll do some tomorrow and post them up on the blog so that you guys can see them. I think I am probably gonna go in and darken the color of my roots. Y'all already know how I feel about that. I like darker roots, So I may do that. It's not horrible though. I like the color on this one. It's not horrible, but I would prefer it to be like a black brown color. I would prefer it to be dark because that's the color of my hair. My hair is dark brown. So alright, I'm sorry rambling. RPGShow.com, CLW059-s. Everything will be in the information box below. I hope that I'm covering everything, and I will see you guys in the next video.